The first crack appeared in the throne room floor before Queen Melissa even realized she was losing control. Not from an attack, not from an assassin, from her. Her psionic field, normally a tight, perfect lattice, was fraying, surging outward in uncontrolled pulses. Crystal pillars vibrated, light fractured, attendants braced themselves behind armored screens. Queen Melissa of Zerathi Prime was coming undone. And the galaxy was watching. A dozen star systems were holding their breath. Every major power had sent suitors, diplomats, opportunists, anything to secure the last fertile royal of a dying empire. Her people needed an alliance to survive. Her enemies needed her weak. And Melissa herself was one bad day away from collapsing under grief so vast it threatened to tear the throne room in half. Today was that bad day. And the Cavalian smiling, lying through his fangs, had just pushed her too far when he fled. When the doors slammed behind him, when silence dropped like shrapnel, Melissa realized something terrifying. She was breaking, and if she broke, the Zerathi species broke with her. That was the moment she left the throne. That was the moment she walked away from the politics, the pressure, the hungry eyes. That was the moment that led her unexpectedly, impossibly, to a single human mechanic in a forgotten corner of the palace. A human who would hold the galaxy's most powerful queen together with nothing but compassion. The crystalline throne room of Zerathi Prime still trembled after Melissa's outburst. The shards of drifting psionic light faded slowly, like dying stars. Attendants remained frozen in place, trained well enough to know that approaching their queen during moments like this was suicide. 17 suitors had come before. 19 had fled screaming. None had understood her. Melissa descended the dais, her 8-foot frame glowing faintly with the remnants of her fury. Once, she had been able to hold herself steady. Warrior, strategist, symbol. Now she was a woman balancing grief so heavy it distorted gravity around her, and she needed air. She dismissed her guards with a flicker of psionics and strode down shadowed corridors, until the hum of machinery, not the whispers of courtiers, filled her senses. The maintenance bay, her sanctuary, but it wasn't empty. A human sat beneath her personal starfighter, legs crossed, tapping a tool against metal while humming a low tune. His coveralls were stained with grease. His dark hair was tied back in a loose, practical knot. Her voice came out sharper than she intended. Identify yourself. The human looked up, not intimidated, not even startled. A cell, Your Majesty. Human delegation. Engineering exchange program. He tapped the stabilizer panel. Your ship's been making a clicking sound. I'm fixing it. I did not authorize maintenance. No, ma'am, a cell said, standing to full height, still small compared to her, but annoyingly calm. I just thought you had bigger things to worry about than a faulty stabilizer. Something in Melissa snapped, not in anger this time, but in disbelief. You presume much, human, he shrugged. I presume queens shouldn't fly ships with broken parts. That disarmed her more effectively than any battle tactic. You heard about the ambassador today. I heard he ran faster than the last 18. Impressive. Honestly, you think me unreasonable? No. His voice softened. I think you're grieving, exhausted, and surrounded by people who treat you like a political opportunity instead of a person. The words pierced something deep and unarmored within her. Melissa exhaled shakily. They see alliance, trade routes, genetic salvation. None see. Her voice broke as Saul stepped forward, then dashed boldly, gently. Without ceremony, he wrapped his arms around her waist and leaned his forehead against her armored chest. Melissa froze. Zerathi queens did not accept comfort. Predators did not show weakness. But Acel's embrace was warm, steady, sincere. No agenda, no manipulation. Just humanity. And for the first time since holding her dying mate, Melissa allowed herself to be held. Minutes or hours passed unnoticed. When she finally drew back, her crown no longer glowed with fury, but with the gentle blue of calm seas. Why? She whispered. Because you needed it. You are unafraid of me. Oh, I'm terrified of you. He grinned. But right now, you're just someone who needed a friend. A friend. She'd forgotten what that felt like. Tell me, Acel, why did humans send you here? Engineering exchange. That, and I heard Zerathi starfighters are the best in the galaxy. Wanted to study them up close, and, are they He hesitated. They're incredible, but your stabilizer design is flawed. I can show you the math. Melissa actually laughed. A sound she had not made in months. Weeks passed. She found herself visiting the bay often. He taught her human work songs. She taught him Zerathi fractal poetry. He never pried, never pushed, never treated her like a throne. He treated her like a person. And piece by piece, something inside her repaired itself. When Melissa announced she would accept no more suitors, the council panicked. When she appointed a human mechanic as chief engineering advisor, they were horrified. When rumors spread of the queen and the human walking the gardens at dusk, they whispered treason. Melissa ignored them all, because Acel had done what no suitor, no diplomat, no empire had managed. He had reached the one place no one else had dared to touch. The heart of a queen who could not break, and helped her break just enough to heal.